Welcome to the next session on operations research. In this session, we will take up another numerical on sequencing model. We will solve the type 2 numerical of processing n jobs on 3 machines. Find the sequence that minimizes the total time required for performing the following jobs. 3 machines in the order A, B, C. The order is again very important. Here the order has changed. It is A, B, C. What is the total elapsed time and idle time on machine B and C? So we will have to calculate idle time of B and C. But this is n jobs on 3 machines. I have to convert it into 2 machines. Only then I'll be able to figure out the optimal sequence. So I will start by first looking at the conditions. The first one is the minimum of the first one. Here the first one is A, second one is B, and third is C. So minimum of the first, that is the minimum value here, should be greater than equal to the maximum of the second, or you can have the minimum of the third should be greater than equal to max of second. So let's see the minimum of first. Here the minimum value is 1. It should be greater than equal to the maximum of second. Maximum of second is 6. This is not possible. So this condition is not satisfied. Let's see the second condition. Minimum of C. Here the minimum value is 6. It should be greater than equal to 6. So this condition is satisfied. Now either of the two conditions should be satisfied. Only then you can convert it into this form. So okay, this is possible. Now let's convert this into two machine form, that is G and H. G will be summation of 1 and 2, H will be summation of 2 and 3. So this will be now G and H. So I will write down over here machine G. Now what is G and H? These are fictitious machines which we create, which are not existing. But we will create them such that we are able to solve the numerical. Otherwise, if there are 3 machines, it becomes difficult to solve and get the solution. So this is summation of 1 and 2. This is summation of 2 and 3. So let's add 1 and 2. This is 11. This will be 7. And accordingly we'll add. So I'll write down the values. This is 11, 7, 12, 4, 6, 7. This is 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, and this is 15. So now we'll write down the optimal sequence. Here we'll have machine G, and here we'll have machine H, and we have 6 of the jobs. So let's start. Here the minimum value is 4. So first we'll allocate 4. This is on machine G minimum. So I'll write down over here 4 job. Next minimum is 6. This is again on machine G. So I'll write down 5 over here. Then the minimum value is 7 and 7. 2 and 6 is where the minimum value is. So 2 I'll write first. And then I'll write 6 because the corresponding value for 2 is 11 and for 6 it is 15. So that's why minimum value I wrote first and then the one with the maximum one. Now what is left is 1 and 3. Here the minimum value is 11. For G you can see this is minimum. So I'll write down 1 over here. Preference should be given to the first one. And finally comes 3. This will be written here. So this is my optimal sequence. Now let's make the table. So first I'll write down job sequence. Then we'll have machine A, its time in, time out, and idle time. For A, even if you don't write down the idle time, it's fine because if you look at the problem, it is only asking for the idle time of B and C, but it's okay, you can write down. Now let's write down the job sequence. It is 4, 5, 2, 6, 1, 3. So we'll start with machine A. This value will be always 0 at the start. This is 4. So the fourth one on machine A has time 2. So this will be timeout 2. And there is no idle time. Actually, for the first machine, there is generally no idle time because it is the one at which you start with your work. Then this will go to 2. 5 on machine A is 5. So this becomes 7. This will start at 7. 2 on A is 3. So this becomes 10. This will start at 10. 6. A is 1. So this is 11. 1 is 8. So this becomes 19. Starts at 19. 3 on A is 7. So this becomes 26. Then we go to machine B. It will start at 2. This idle time initially is always 2. Then 4 on B is 2. So this becomes 4. This is 4. This is 7. So this has to now wait. It will start at 7. So the idle time is 3 hours. Next 5 on B is 1. So this becomes 8. This is 8 and 10. So again this has to wait for 2 hours. It will start at 10. 2 on B is 4. So this becomes 14. 14 and 11, no waiting time. It will start at 14 only. 6B is 6. So this becomes 20. This is 20. This is 19. So it will start at 20. No idle time. 1B is 3. So this becomes 23. This is 23, 26. There is an idle time of 3 hours. So this is 3 on B. 5. So this becomes 31. Then we'll have machine C. So this will start at 4. So there is a idle time of 4. Then fourth job on C, the timing is 9. So this becomes 13. This is 13 and this is 8. So it will start at 13. No idle time. 5 on C is 10. So this becomes 23. This is starting at 23. No idle time. 2 on machine C is 7. So this becomes 30, 30, 20. So this will be 30. No idle time. Then you have 6 on machine C. 9. So this becomes 39. Higher one is 39. No waiting time. 1 on C is 8. So this becomes 47. Higher value is 47. No waiting time. 3 on C is 6. So this becomes 53. So your total elapsed time will be 53. So I can start with total elapsed time is 53 hours. Then we'll calculate the idle time. Suppose if I calculate for machine A, it's not required, but still if I show you, for machine A, this will be total time. 53 minus 26, that is the time here. So this becomes 26 hours. For machine B, this is 10 plus the difference between 53 and 31. So this becomes a total of 22 hours. For machine C, it is just 4 hours. So the total idle time of the system will be the one of A plus B plus C. So this turns out to be 52 hours. Okay, this is 32 hours and this total time becomes 62, not 52. So with this, I end the session. I hope you have understood the numerical of n job on 3 machines. If you have any doubt, please write to me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for latest video updates. See you in the next session. Thank you.